Okay, so that, let me go to Notepad. Okay, so we have that going. I think I'll even do a loom. Let's see if the loom will work. Oh. Let's start recording. It's interesting, Loom, I think every so often asks me to insert again my username and password. I think they're trying to make sure that for identification purposes. Okay, so I'm doing Loom. Okay, welcome everybody. I see everybody coming back online. There's issues with the Wi-Fi on the Coral Gables campus. Hopefully we can resolve that. I was told that if you go into guests, Kane's guest, that supposedly was working, and we always have issues, and we'll try to deal with it. Okay, my goal today is to sign off on all the group projects, number one. And number two, to talk about next week and the what's going to be happening for the entire semester that you have. Next week is Monday is April 1st, and our last class is the last day in April 29th, Monday. That is when all groups will be doing formal presentations. You'll be doing a short version of your project. I will be giving you feedback on how I think you can make improvements. After I do this, your group will do a formal recording complete with all your going through your entire project along with everything in your website and all of your social media, other processes that you do for your project. You'll record it as a formal group that you'll be proud to present to anyone, and you will then upload that without a password to your final project folder in your group project part. That will be on the 29th. So each week we will have milestones to go through. I'll go into more detail next week. Next Monday, we will have the representative from Wix give us a short presentation on the capabilities of Wix. She knows what our project is, so she will be gearing it towards our project of AI consulting, and she will also give us a code where we can upgrade to the business plan, where we also get free domain names. So right now we're not going to be upgrading to free domain names, but we'll look at it. I will then, let me share my screen and go through and Daniel, you want to moderate? Is there anyone else that want to join Daniel in moderation? Who's volunteering?
Oh, no, that was me.
Okay, Daniel. Does anyone else want to help? Helena, do you want to help him? Just do you mind, Helena? Okay, just check on if anyone's having issues here. Later on, we'll go through this. So if I go to the what's due section, we know that the cloud has been covered. We know that Monday you have chapter 14 on artificial intelligence, part of that. You also know that you should also read these two links. Dylan, can you be so kind and put this regenerative AI and artificial intelligence? I think a lot of people haven't done that. Can you just copy it again to the April 1st?
Yep.
Thank you. Just that on both entire sections on that, and then do it for the other sections as well. Thank you so much. And that way we can do it of basically looking at a generative AI work. What are the benefits? What are the cases as well? I'll be next week also going over with you one of the sites, and you can use this for your project too. I don't know if everyone is aware of this, but you can, let me just do this. If you go to copilot.microsoft.com, you can use their website as an everyday companion, just like ChatGPT. And what's interesting here, and you may want to pay attention, is you can choose a conversational style. You can make it more creative, more balanced, and more precise. I think in the beginning, start with more balanced. You can use this for your own processes, for your own group, to include that as another brainstorming opportunity. And you can use it as well in your website, and you can use it as well as a service. So many of you can even give a service in teaching then companies and businesses, which they're going to be coming many times to you asking, how do I get started? What should I do? Is even starting with this conversational style. And you can see that it also has Copilot, and it also has something called Notebook, where you can write a detailed prompt, and you can collaborate with Copilot. It's interesting kind of to use both of those. And just so you know that everything is happening so quickly, if you basically think about Zoom and AI, is basically Zoom presented basically today a competitor of Zoom AI Companion, and it's a competitor to Microsoft and Microsoft's Teams, where they're asking them, which is interesting, for organizations to use Zoom AI Companion. So it's just amazing how quickly, for collaborating, connecting, and creating with meetings, you could review this as well as a possibility where you can ask questions. So this was just announced this week. Amazing. And they're competing with Microsoft Teams, that Zoom now wants their entire infrastructure to be used by enterprises. So that's the case. So my goal, so today is all students will decide on their project proposals. I've looked at those project proposals, and there were a couple of groups that still need to work on it. What I think to do today is twofold, is to do breakout groups. Is there anyone who is not in a group? Can you put that in the chat if anyone is not in a group? Anyone, raise your hand if you're not in a group. Everyone's in a group. we need to know right now. Otherwise, what I'm going to do, group 9, we've renumbered to group 8, so we have 8 groups now. What I want to do is this is what I want you to do, is I'd like you to, we'll do breakout groups, decide with your group what is your number 1 choice, number 2 choice, and number 3 choice. I will come around to each group and sign off. We'll decide together which project you can at least start with. Then what I'd like you to do between now and Monday is start investigating what products you want to evaluate. I'm requiring not only with the website, just in the beginning, that we have 2 to 3 social media sites that we're going to go to, so we can you can start having certain people in your group they'll be the leaders in the social media. You can maybe even have leaders in Wix website. What I suggest you do is, even between now and Monday, try just playing around with Wix. Use the free version. There's 2 ways to use Wix. One is have them basically create the website for you using basically their AI generation. Or 2, say you'll do it on your own and you'll pick a certain template. You can pick a certain template, for instance, a consulting template. We'll have the person with Wix come and show us in more detail, but I'd like you to play around with it. You can try as many free websites as you want with Wix. It doesn't matter, and then we can take one of those. Each group will eventually have a free one that they're happy with, and then we'll upgrade. Once we're happy with that, we'll upgrade to the paid version that we are not paying for, and then we'll pick then a good domain name that will be useful not only for your group project but to continue if you'd like. And then we'll have more features that we can use in the paid versions, like bookings and calendars and things like that we get in the booking site. So between now and then, you can go to Wix and play around with it, and each person in your group can even play around with it. If you want to work on it together, you need to, and let me share here, you need to invite. There has to be one person here in the roles and permissions. You have to send in your roles and permissions, and this you can just basically Google it and search it. How do you invite other people to collaborate on your Wix site? So you go to rules and permissions, and you can invite other people to be managers on your site. So you can have them be then website managers, or even in this case, be co-owners. So you can check that status, so you give them rights just like we're doing roles and permissions. The disadvantage with Wix, the biggest disadvantage, it is not like Google Docs, so only one person can work at a time. But what you could do is you can go into Zoom, and as you're sharing, you could share your screen and show what you're doing, and you can work together with it as groups. I don't want to micromanage, but what we need to do is make sure that each person in the group has their own roles in the group, but to get the job done. So what I'd like to do is that part. Any questions that people would like to ask me? Put it in the chat, or you can unmic yourself. So let's do this. Let me then do some breakout rooms, and then I need to have the breakout rooms of 8 Is that correct, Daniel?
Yeah, I can do it for you.
Okay. And is that correct, Dylan? I think I have the rooms then where I'm going to open then all the rooms here. And what I'd like you to do is go to your room of 1 through 8. I will pass through those 1 through 8. And if you can start, maybe in this case, Dylan, going through 6, 7, and 8. And I'll start from the top. And Daniel, if you want to look and help some of those folks, we'll do that. Once we establish it, what I'd like you to do, even when I'm in there, is start thinking and creating notes of who's going to be responsible, who's going to look at the websites, start the websites as well. Once we create the websites, they ask for a credit card. They don't charge for those credit cards when it's a free version, and then when it does, we'll put in the code. Make sure that you don't do the paid versions. We'll get the business basics. Okay, so if you can then go to your rooms, I'll start joining in group 1, and then Dylan, why don't you start with group 8, and you can start in the middle and then go down. Daniel, you can start if you want from group 6. Okay. Anything, Dylan, that I need?
I think you're good.
Okay, so did everybody join? So let's join a group now. If you're having issues, can you see it?
I don't think they're active yet. The breakout rooms.
Why? I thought I just did it. Why is it I have it? Breakout rooms in progress. What happened? It's not working? Do I have 26? Let me just close it. Hold up. Close out the rooms. Hold on. Let me try again. Close all rooms. Let me do the breakout. I have 8 breakout rooms. Open all breakout rooms. Hold on. Are they available to you now? Do you see it, Dylan?
No, I don't.
Does anybody have it that they're seeing it?
We have to assign them manually.
What?
Maybe we have to assign them manually.
I did sign it. Breakout rooms. Let me close all rooms again. Let me close it. Let me try again. Breakout rooms. Recreate. Let me recreate. I'm recreating that part. Okay. Recreate. Let's see. Does this work? Yes? Is this... Okay, can you join? Are people joining? Okay, I think people are joining. Yeah, but no, let people join first. I see Whitney already in there. Okay. And then we'll meet back again, and then we'll take attendance.
I don't see the breakout room.
Okay.
Which group are you in?
I'm in group 2.
I'm in 5. Yeah, I'm in 5 too.
Can you assign them?
Yep. So you said 5?
Yeah.
So who's left? Ike. Ike, are you in what room are you in? He's in. Okay, great. So I'll start with group. Do you have any questions, both of you? I'll probably make the final decision.
Okay.
Okay, but
So we should give them guidance?
You want me and Daniel on separate ones or the same one?
I think. What do you want to do?
We can just go different ones, do them really quickly, and then we'll probably be done. So that each of
What would you prefer, Dylan?
Yeah, we can do different ones. It'll go quicker, but.
Or we have now. It's 4 o'clock, so I'd like to end at 4:30, so 30 minutes. So maybe in this case, maybe start the first one together, Dylan and Daniel, and then you can be on like the same page of what kind of.
That's fair. Yeah.
So start with who didn't do it? Would start with 6.
6 did not do it.
Yeah. So start with.
9 has it.
Okay.
Or 8.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna join. I'm gonna join group 1. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. See you. Okay, guys. Welcome. All right. You're one of my top groups. So I'm going to show you how biased I am, right? Okay. So the question is, what is your first choice?
We were going to do health AI.
Okay. So you're going to do health AI. Great. So I'm signing off. I'm giving you permission to continue with that. Okay? So you guys, so the question is where do we get started from? What's our step? So what are we going to do?
I think I'm going to create the Wix account, the website.
Perfect. I appreciate you taking the leadership role. Okay, so you can create it, and then what you can do is you can make then everyone else a collaborator, give them the highest roles of everyone in your group. And then you can even try you can even then try out, since they have the ability, each of you can try out the different ones. Try Wix creating it for you. Try you just picking on your own a template. You can even already start thinking about your logo. What is the purpose that you have there? You can even start, if you want to, you can take for instance, something like what Spencer had put in and put already your team page with all your pictures. You can already post up, give a description of your roles in the company. And then what I think would be interesting is start reaching out, which is going to be the meat of your group, is which products are you going to review and how people can use, and give a theme of who are you going to be the consultants to. Is it to college? Is it to the universities? I think it's good to do it among your peers. What do you think? Because you really know what is facing your issues there. And then you can make a comparison. You can even do like demos of how it is. You don't have to reveal your own, but create like little demo, make comparisons, see how people can use these tools to help. And then you can even say, what are the scenarios where you think this can help? And I think that AI health, I think it's almost that AI mental health, I think mental health is the best. I think that's where AI can help. You can even try it out, trying to help you have exercises in, breathing techniques, asking, what kinds of things, these are my symptoms, or this is what I'm feeling, or, before exams, or I'm feeling lonely, I'm on campus, whatever kind of common issues, and see what some of these systems will do, like Pi, and then see the differences, even like the Chat GPTs, the Claude, the Gemini, the Copilot, Microsoft. And it'd be useful. What do you think?
Yeah, so basically your idea is just to kind of make it less broad of just healthcare and kind of hone in on just one particular
Exactly.
branch.
It's way too much.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what are you going to do? I'm going to start cancer. I'm going to start, ulcers. I mean, you're not Lennar, right? And even Lennar has specialties, right? The generalist goes, I have COVID. I have all those. I would start with mental health, and even I would even be more specific with mental health. I would go into mental health maybe for college, or since you're all, is this your whole group?
Yeah.
So you're all women. It may even be mental health for college women.
Okay.
And then it's even more because college women have different issues than college guys. I mean, there's a generic, but it may be even that I think what do you think, Autumn?
That sounds good. I like that idea.
I like it. You know what I mean? And you can really get involved in it. Because you say, "Oh, I don't know anything about." What do you know about regular health care? Where you're, even if you were a physician, you ask a physician, urologist, he knows nothing about orthopedics. So I do it. What do you know? You know the college experience. You know what kind of issues, and now reach out. And how are any of these any of these Gen AI processes? How can they help me? And then review it. Actually use it. Rather than writing in words, actually doing. You can do like short little videos. You know how to do it. You know how to do a video clips and then upload those, where people can see, what are the differences. You can see how, or you can create different scenarios where you can put. Or then you can have it other places where you can even have Zoom seminars where you'll have not only that, you could even have regular counselors come in or speakers or those from those organizations. Saying how do you mesh that? Or even peer-to-peer, how do you friends help you with peer-to-peer kind of like counseling with using these tools. It's not an end-all, but it may be helping. Or see where the issues it doesn't help. Be objective. You're not selling it. You know what I mean? You're not selling a certain product.
So for like the videos that you mentioned, would you say like us creating like an Instagram page and doing videos?
You can do it there, and then you can also do little short videos on. You can do both, and the website, and then even bring it up where in Wix they'll even basically be able to link your Instagram to your Wix, and there'll be a section on Wix that you'll be able to do. But make it real. Make it not just saying, "Oh, I have a project to do. Let's just get it out quick and dirty," but rather make it meaningful for you guys, that you can take it with you. And you can show off, you know what I mean? You'll have that URL, you'll have all your links. Make even a LinkedIn, have an Instagram really fits well with it. You decide which social media it is, and you can even have, then in that case, Kylie, you can have certain people, hey, I'll be in charge of the Instagram, I'll be in charge of all three, or I'll take over this one, and then have others, and have at least each of you follow each other. Start with that, following and having, rather than slapping everything into it. And start. So the more you can get going, the more I can give you feedback on it. The more I'm a part of it. You understand? Go for it. I love it. Hopefully you do too. Celia, what do you think?
I like the idea.
Yeah, and who can't relate to mental health? We all got it. Okay? All right. Katie, okay?
Yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah, I do. It makes sense. Okay, I'm leaving you. We'll come back. I'll broadcast to have you come back for attendance and answer any of your questions. Talk to you later, and then take some steps so you can ask the Wix representative. She'll be in class on Monday, and reach out and say, these are questions I have, rather than just sitting there. If you never tried it, all of it looks like foreign. You know what I mean? It's easy to get your eyes rolled in the back of your head. But do you have questions? This is where we got stuck. How do you do this? How do you link, Instagram to, let her show us, how do you link Instagram to my website? This is my website. Okay, so I'll count on you as being my #1 group. Okay? Ciao.
Thank you.
So let me go to the next one. Okay, guys, welcome. So are there just 3 of you?
We have 2 other group members, but they're not here right now.
Okay, so that's not good right there, right? That's not a good start. Zach, so what is our top 1? So who is not here? So who's not here?
Costa and Taylor. Taylor said that she wasn't able to log on because of the Wi-Fi problem.
Okay, tell Taylor, can you text her and tell her to, you have her number, tell her that she can use Kane's Guest.
Kane's Guest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's go on. So, and Costa never contacted you?
No.
Okay. So text her. Okay, so what's number 1?
We couldn't really decide. We think they're all good options. Could you possibly look them over? And
yeah. Share your screen. I looked at it before.
Okay.
So first of all, I give you kudos that you've completed it. You know what I mean? And hopefully the other 2 is just today is the area. Okay? So one was, I don't like the Halloween.
All right.
Okay, because it's too narrow. AI therapy, and and instant beauty. I like AI therapy better than instant beauty.
All right.
And I'll tell you why. I think everybody can use it. And I would do not so much as AI therapy, but maybe think about it as areas of mental health.
Okay.
And so you want to take notes? Zach, do you want to are you going to take the notes? Helena, you want to take it? Or Dylan? Of the notes I give you?
I can take notes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So Helena, I like the best AI therapy, and why? Because everybody in your group can relate to it. Who can't? And I would change it to more of a mental health aspect of it than just say AI therapy. It's not to replace a psychiatrist or something, but maybe ways in which to improve our mental health. And then I would think about, what environment would I look at? What do we know the best? Is being